Well, this weekend, our own Sam Penrod walked out of the KSL Broadcast House for the very last time as an employee.
Yeah, bittersweet. So he started here, though, at KSL 23 years ago, straight out of college, and is now on to a new adventure.
Can you believe that? 23 years.
I know, that's awesome.
Well, before he rode off to the sunset, we got a chance to sit down with him and chat about his experience here at KSL. Here's our conversation.
Sam Penrod's here with us to take us back a little bit over the last 23 years, because this was first job out of college.
It was. Yeah, I had to do an internship to graduate from BYU, and so I got an internship here. I came up every night, drove from Provo Monday through Friday from 6 until 11. Wow. But at the end, they're like, why don't you stick around? So I got a job. I started here as an associate producer writing scripts, and it was so exciting, just a dream job, and eventually transitioned into some reporting, and I've been the Utah County, Central Utah specialist for basically 20 years, since 2000. So it's been a long time. I'm kind of turning into an old guy here.
A veteran is probably what we'd say.
Yeah, a veteran, of course.
Over the 23 years, I know you probably can't pick a favorite story, but what are some of the experiences that kind of stick out for you?
You know, what I have loved the most is just interacting with people out in the community, particularly the people in small towns in rural Utah, because that's where I grew up. And so being able to go out, tell their stories, get to know them, give recognition to people that probably don't want it but deserve it, that was always good for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not always that you get someone who's worked in a few different spots in the newsroom.
Yeah.
What has that been like, and what is it about reporting that's really just kept you in it for this long?
I like seeing history made. You know, I've always been interested in history, and hey, in 23 years here, I've seen a lot of significance. To say I was there, I was part of that, even in a small way, has really been meaningful. And so I'll miss the historic moments that I get to participate in, but that's always been a highlight for me.
And a lot of people don't know this, but Sam actually shoots and edits, and he's a one-man band, does everything by himself. I don't know, how long have you been doing that?
About 7 years.
Okay.
And so that was a little bit of a change because, you know, I usually had a crew to help me, but I tried to embrace it, and I've been able to develop those skills that, for me now, this will be a hobby. I can tell the small town stories and, you know, use Facebook or whatever to share those with people from time to time. I'm looking forward to a little bit of a break from the daily news and deadlines, but at least it gives me an option to still, for fun, share those type of stories with people.
And we here at KSL, we have a donut funeral when people leave. You shared some insight of the two things that you kind of learned over your years. Could you share that with our viewers?
You know, I came to realize, I grew up watching KSL, you know, it was my dream job to work here. But once I got here, I realized what made this place special was the people in the newsroom and the people that you get to interact with in the community. And our viewers out there, I mean, they love us and they appreciate us, what we do. And the other thing was just remembering, you know, it's not what we do here. We kind of get in the routine of, you know, getting all these deadlines and getting things on TV, but it's why we do it. And that is to communicate important messages to people in the community and keep them informed about what's going on in their lives so that they can have a greater role in our society.
And we appreciate all of that you've done over the past 2 decades. Sam, thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to miss you around here.
I'll miss all of you, but I'll keep watching.
There you go.
Maybe even more than I used to, and certainly be cheering for your success in the future.
Right on. Sam, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was a great conversation that we could have with him on his last day.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a last minute, oh my gosh, Sam's leaving. We got to talk to him before he leaves. So that was very cool. Just glad that I overlapped with him.
Oh, I know, because
You started in April, so, you know, just these 7 months or so. So that was cool.
It was great. Well, we're glad we had him on. Hey, we'll be right back with more KSL Plus.